Welcome to Battle Truth and my point of view. I don't know you, so I'm not a hater. I can only give you the facts that's written on these papers. And since we have no dealings, therefore the court can care less about your feelings. I'm the Honorable Malachi Martillius, your presiding judge, chairman, and spokesperson for the One United Front. You are my witnesses and jury. You may be seated. Court is now in session. Let's talk about it. Okay, y'all, they didn't let they didn't let the cat out of the bag, man. So, hours after the Watch the Throne 3, we got some numbers, y'all. We got some numbers, and these numbers could give us an idea of the numbers that's actually being calculated around battle rap to the battle rap community. Jblac didn't hesitate to put out Debo and them pay-per-view numbers yesterday as they took to social media talking about the miscommunication and problem between New Jersey Twerk and Miss Hustle. And this is what Jblac had to say. Shouts out to Slim Coleon for opening up this story. Even though his channel not big as it should be, I'm putting it on mine so it can get the exposure that it need to get. If you want to know what's happening in battle, this some real truth. If you want to know what's happening in battle rap immediately when it's going on, Slim Coleon is the channel, man. He be on top of it. He be on top of it. The name of his channel is called Oracle Media Source. Oracle Media Source. I'm gonna put that description inside my inside this blog. So if you click on the description box, it'll take you right to that channel. Well, he opened this story up because he be on top of it just like that. And then it was sent to me. And then when I saw it, I was like, oh, yeah, let's go then. You know what I'm saying? So this is what Jblac took to Twitter and said. Y'all might not can't see this, but that's what you got me for. This is his Twitter page. This is what he said on Twitter. He was saying, hold on, let me make sure I got this right. I'm doing this right. Okay. Okay. He said, responding to New Jersey Twerk and Phenom _ Mills, he said people ain't actually watch the battle. It said only 200 people bought the pay-per-view. It said the tracker that tracked the pay-per-view sales only was reading 200 people that bought the pay-per-view, which means that Debo and them bagged from pay-per-view last night off the Watch the Throne 3 card $8,000 in pay-per-view sales. Why is this important? Let's go back. Remember, Summer Madness 7, the return of Hitman Holla versus Tay-Rock took place in Las Vegas. Reed Dollars and T-Rex. Remember that card? All the superstars that was on that card, which launched the strike. The strike, when they calculated $2.5 million was made off that event. How did they come up with the numbers of that event? These same numbers that's being calculated on the Queen of the Ring. Here's my thing. That calculated 54,000 pay-per-view sales. 54,000 pay-per-view sales. And how they came up with the 2.5. Do that seem extreme for 54,000 people to buy Summer Madness 7? Oh, see. This is what I mean, Black. You ain't as smart as you thought you were. You won't put them URL numbers out there, but you definitely put out the Queen of the Ring numbers without you understanding that actually give us an idea of everybody else's numbers. The URL has close to 1 million subscribers. Close to 1 million subscribers. They are the biggest battle rap league in the United States. They have the most talent on these cards. So therefore, if Debo, who's one of the less battle leagues in this battle rap community, can rack up $8,000 in pay-per-view sales or being one of the smallest, that gives us an idea of what URL is racking up and why we see this new era in nothing but pay-per-view sales. If URL have close to 1 million subscribers, 54,000 people is not a far-fetched number for somebody to actually, for that number to be reached when buying these pay-per-view sales. And the tracker that tracked up them 54,000 pay-per-view sales was no different than the tracker that tracked up Queen of the Ring 200 pay-per-view sales. Here's my question. Why is Queen of the Rings accurate, but the URLs not considered to be accurate? Please explain that to me, Jblac. Why would the Queen of the Ring 200, according to you, the tracker, the people ain't actually watched the battle. It said only 200 people bought the pay-per-view. Why is this important? When you're going through pay-per-view companies, one thing about it is these are government companies. Regardless to anything, they not finna lie for no company because they are a real legitimate business. Just for IRS and government records, they must keep a track of everything and turn those papers in. So they not finna lie for URL. URL and them can't pay them under the table. They is no different than anybody else. And this is why when Mayweather and them all fighting on pay-per-view, and that's why they able to say how much they made in pay-per-view, because the numbers and the tracking is available. It's knowledgeable for companies in the IRS and government to find out what's being made. Because at the end of the day, this is a government that we live in under, a government system. And everything and every dime that's being made, you have to pay taxes. The government must get their cuts. URL is no different. The tracker, the tracker that's tracking all this stuff is no different. Everybody have to pay taxes on government in countries that's ran under government systems. So they not finna play them games. So what's actually being revealed is that 2.5 million actually was really made now, wasn't it? I know it. I know it was made. It make perfectly good sense. 900,000 people, 900,000 subscribers, but only 54,000 bought it. That's some of the less percentage. That's less than 5%. So if less than 5% of you got 900,000 subscribers and less than 5% of them, 5 to 10% of them purchased the Smack the Summer Madness. Those numbers is definitely right where they need to be, and why that was said. But they covered it up. They covered it up. Only for you now to open it back up, because for the first time ever, we actually get a league whose numbers can show us. And we could take these numbers and compare them with the big leagues. Think about it. We could take these numbers from Queen of the Ring and we could get an idea of the bigger companies of what they doing. Because let's be honest, Queen of the Ring been in a slump. They've been gone for like 2-something years. They trying to make a comeback. And let me tell you something. They did this, Watch the Throne, without even really getting promotion. They ain't even really get promotion. None of the battle rappers on the card wasn't even really promoting the thing. And he did $8,000 in pay-per-view sales off lack of promotion. How much more the URL? And when they put their cards together, everybody promoting it. All the bloggers promoting it. The battle rappers, for the most part, talking about it, promoting it. Not including, this is the league everybody eyes is on. So these numbers show us an idea of everything. And with these numbers, now we can see a clear picture. That 2.5 was really made, wasn't it? It sure was. I know it was made. I know it was made. Come on. You have to be a fool not to believe that. You want me to believe this Queen of the Ring could calculate like that? And here goes URL card 10 times more powerful than A card. They had on this card RX, Brooklyn Profit, K Profit, I don't even, Couture, 40. Like, what is that compared to a URL card? Let's just be real. What is that compared to a URL card? None at all. None at all. So when you looking at this stuff like that, man, Matter of fact, let me see who was on that Summer Madness 7 card. Let's see who was all on this Summer Madness 7 card, just to give us an idea of what's really going on so we can see this real close, okay? So this Summer Madness card, you had DNA and New Jersey Twerk. You had Av and Mav Hoffa. You had JC and Iron Solomon. You had T-Rex and Reed Dollars. You had Rock and Hitman. You had Rock and Hitman. So this card alone stumped the mess out that Watch the Throne 3 card. And if Debo could get that much off it, definitely the URL. So thank you, Jblac, for opening up that bag for us. Now we really could see what's really going on. See, it's little things like that that opens up the door for everything else. Do you see that? Congratulations, and thanks also to Slim Coleon for bringing it to the battle rap community attention. Shouts out to him. That channel again is Oracle Media Source. Now, it's time for another strike. Black. Can't take that back. Blackjack can't take it back. Thank you. Appreciate it. Now, I wonder, can you give us some URL numbers? Could we see their numbers? Could you tell us what the tracker was reading on their pay-per-view? Since you put Debo's and them out here, you quick to put theirs out here. So here's my thing. Could we see the last reports of the URL big major cards then? Can we see that, Black? Could you make that possible for the people since you gave this one out? I mean, why stop there? Why stop there, Black? Right. We don't expect you to. We'll figure it out ourselves. Thanks for not knowing what you released. Now we get it. So there you go, y'all. Queen of the Ring tracker tracked 200 sales for the Watch the Throne 3 that took place. So with that being said, was the tracker also accurate of the URL 54,000 pay-per-view purchases, which gave them a calculation of 2.5 million. I'll let y'all be the judge of that. This battle truth. Ain't my judgment, that's some question. It's yours.